Letitia James is trying to get him to spend about $400 million.
Right.
And I think that right at the deadline when he's got to pay it, I think Elon Musk is gonna pay it. Because them motherfuckers they'll get in there.
I think you're half right. The pillow guy is
going to... motherfucker, no, Elon Musk is the richest motherfucker in the world, dude.
But he's not going to pay bail. The pillow guy is going to do it.
Why not Elon Musk?
Because the pillow guy is going to arm wrestle him for it. The pillow guy is worth like twice what Trump is worth. The pillow guy can afford the bail.
Dude, Elon Musk can fart both of them.
I know. Elon Musk can fart the GDP of most countries.
But I'm just saying, Elon Musk, I think him and Trump just started getting together and talking and kind of like.
I don't think Elon Musk likes Trump as much as you and I like Trump.
I think he likes him better now because he actually talked to him the other day.
You might be right about that.
They actually had a meeting and shook hands and talked.
I did not see. Here's why I need to talk to you.
At one of his rallies or something other, but he's actually kind of waking up to him.
I did 2 weeks.
And I'm just saying, both of them, the way they think, and they're so used to throwing billions around, man, it just, I mean, they just got through saying on,
would you mind turning that lamp off to improve the lighting?
Like Hannity or one of them shows that
does this overhead, does the overhead light work?
No, not good enough. But anyway,
they
just got through saying that,
unless you want me to put a flashlight in your eye,
that Trump he's got a deal in the making right now that he's gonna say. When he got pissed off at YouTube or whatever it was,
and he made Truth Social.
He made Truth Social. He's fixing to sell that for $4 billion or $10 billion.
That's what I was telling you.
He's gonna sell it for $10 billion.
That's old news to me. Here's the deal. Trump's been working the Truth Social angle ever since he started it. They can take every building he owns and they can make him they can make him sell it for nothing, and they can send him to Florida, and then all he has to do is sell 80% of his shares of Truth Social, and he's going to come out with $12 billion.
Yeah.
You know why? People like me are lining up to buy Truth Social when it finally goes public. Once the IPO goes through and people can buy shares, the share price is going to go through the roof, Mike. Do you want me to buy some shares for you, or you want to stay out of it?
I might. I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
Well, let me think about it beforehand, because setting that up takes months. For you, I'm gonna have to, like an old man, I'm gonna have to pretend like I'm your grandson and take you to a bank or something. Because I'm gonna have to tell them.
Have you talked to my daughter about this shit? Have you mentioned it to her?
About buying Truth Social stock? Yeah. I really don't want to.
Why?
Because I feel like she's going to talk my ear out for 3 hours.
Well, she's going to figure out about it. She got to know about it.
Can we tell her after the fact? After you've already purchased a dozen shares?
How much is a share?
No one knows. As far as I know, the IPO has not been set. IPO means initial public offering.
Hey, let me tell you something.
It's a private firm right now.
When that guy that died, that was over.
But what I'm telling you, Mike, hold on, let me finish, Mike, and then you can go. Let me finish. It's
Bill Gates, but that other motherfucker that died from cancer.
It's going to take us a whole fiscal quarter to get you set up to where I can have you buying stock on your phone, and that means you have to start. There has to be a starting line. You see what I'm saying? Like, there has to be a day where you and I go to the bank with your phone and we download some apps and we do some things, and we're basically going to have to do it in front of the bank because you don't have a footprint like me. See, I can do everything from my phone.
Why can't we go in the bank?
That's what I'm saying. You're not listening. Let me say it again. I'm going to have to go into the bank with you, but you're going to have to bring your phones, the newest one you have. The new one, not the old one. The new one that has space and can work. And on your phone, I'm gonna set it up, and the bank lady is gonna get fraud alerts in real time that she's gonna have to override. I'm gonna be acting like I'm your grandson. That's gonna be the fastest way, and we're still talking about 3 months. Because even with me and my mom, who had a digital presence, she had credit cards and online purchases. It took us 3 months. I was already set up because I was already set up for my retirement. I set up all my stuff when I did Halliburton. It took a long time for it all to get set up. When the stock market was crashing during COVID, you remember that? When the stock market went boom, 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 way down and then it shot back up? Remember that?
Yeah.
I was buying that dip. That's where I made a lot of the money. I'm still right. That's why I could buy that truck when I did. Because I bought the dip. I bought it at the lowest, almost the lowest. My mom wasn't set up yet because we were waiting for Vanguard to approve her purchasing. Financial institutions make you wait before you start spending. A real financial institution makes you wait because they do not want to be sued by your estate. Make sense? They don't want Casey suing them when you lose money. Does that make sense? And that's a legitimate precaution. They're not trying to fuck you over. They're trying to limit their lawsuit losses. That's why it's going to take months. It's not like the Comcast thing where it's like, we have to wait for Comcast. It's like, well, Mike, if you want in, sometime this week, you and I are going to shuffle into the bank, and I'm going to act like I'm your grandson, and we're going to set up your online ability to buy stock. We're going to go through Fidelity, I think.
I think you got.
Does that make sense?
I think you got to have a line of credit set up that's hooked into your checking account that will pay for that stock.
That. And your credit score sucks. No, your credit score is good, but your footprint on the internet is what sucks. So your credit score is fine, but you don't have a footprint. So there's a component of your credit score these days that's called your internet footprint. My internet footprint dates back to when my mom first bought me things on my account when I was like 13. I didn't realize it, but when I was 13, I was already building a credit score. Because I finally convinced my mom to spend money on an account that was mine. Does that make sense? It was a video game, right? Basically, she bought me things on my Xbox, but I didn't realize that her money was going into my name, so I was actually building a small credit footprint when I was like 13. Make sense? You have never owned an Xbox. You've never properly signed into a TV. You'd never had good internet. And I'm not criticizing you. You're 70, whatever. You're not alone. No, most people your age don't know how to do things from their phone. I'm just saying, if you want in on Truth Social, like you said you did a second ago, that means we're going to expedite things. We're going to, where do you bank again? The local regions, or is it Capital One?
Regions. I didn't say I wanted in. I just asking you a question about it. I said,
you asked me.
I asked I'm trying to figure out how to get on. What is it? Paramount Plus. I don't know how to do that shit.
Well, that we wait for Comcast. There's no point in you paying for something that your internet can't handle.
It won't handle it. Paramount Plus.
Maybe, but it'll handle it. I mean, yeah. So if we want, do you want to get on Paramount Plus like right now, just see what it's like? I say right now as in like the next 2 weeks. In the next 2 weeks, do you want to try and get a Paramount Plus set up? I can do that with you. I'll try to show you how it works, and I'll have it set up where you can log in on this TV right here. Nothing. We don't have to buy anything. I didn't know
you had to log in. I thought you just went to that channel.
No, it's not a TV channel. Paramount Plus is like Netflix or HBO. You have to pay a separate subscription for it. But because it's Paramount Plus, it's probably already set up on your Roku TV, and so it'll work. It just ain't gonna work very well. But I mean, YouTube works, so it'll work.
Oh, I can get to it right now. I mean, I can get to it. There's a little thing you can.
The problem is, if we tried to put it on your credit card, I have a feeling it's
right there.
Click the button. All right. Let's just see what happens, because I have a feeling, and let me see if I'm right. We could. You don't even have an email address that I know how to use. See, unless
Michael Page 1949 at Gmail.
Last time we tried to log into that, I think you didn't know the password. I can send you emails, but I don't know your password.
It used to be I love the dog park.
Yeah, that didn't work. Hand me your phone. Whichever one you use most often. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and